Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, for quite a while now, really, I've been mocking the Labour Party for the sudden road to Damascus conversion from let's welcome all the immigrants to oh no, not immigrants, they're horrible. You know, it's almost overnight. It's at the drop of a Reform UK vote, really. Well, there's an interesting thing in Guido Fawkes has reported, and that's a whole list of times when the newly found party that says that immigrants bad, must keep them out. Oh no, must do something. Let's put controls on. Oh, you know, we've got too many people here. All of a sudden, Labour Party has actually been the other way round and gone, oh, actually, they're very nice people. Let's bring them all in. We need them. They're marvellous. You know, let's all have all this diversity. It's excellent, isn't it? And that's there. But Keir Starmer in 2020 promised to have an immigration system based on compassion and dignity, end indefinite detention, and call for the closure of centres such as Yarl's Wood. And he said in 2015 that Tory legislation made it a criminal offence to rent accommodation to illegal immigrants and promoted everyday racism. It didn't. Starmer authorised a review of immigration law and practice in 1988 in which he argued that all immigration law is racist. It isn't. How could it be racist to say that a known criminal who is a murderer and a raper of women should be kept out of the country? That's not racist. That's common sensist. But Starmer wants that sort of person to come in. His words. He said, no, if you stop them coming in, it's racist. Yvette Cooper, in 2015, said she wanted every city and town in borough to take 10 refugee families. And in 2015, held up a sign saying, refugees welcome. And the government needed to do more to help refugees. Pat McFadden, the creepy man. He said in 2018 that immigration debates dehumanise people. No, they don't. Having a debate about something expands knowledge. It emphasises the humanity. He said it makes no sense for us to be so focused on immigration caps and quotas that the NHS cannot employ the qualified doctors we need. On the other hand, if we bring them all in, we won't have an NHS because it won't cope. It will have exploded. Angela Rayner, so expect something bright here. Angela Rayner in 2021 slammed arguments for the NHS to be less reliant on immigration, saying our NHS would collapse without the staff who were born overseas. NHS staff don't deserve this cheap xenophobia. Well, I think, you know, when you break down the grunts and whistles that she normally communicates in, she's saying that our NHS would collapse if it wasn't for all the immigrants coming in to work in the NHS to care for all the immigrants that have come in who don't work in the NHS. I think that's what she's saying. It's hard to tell, though, isn't it? When she speaks, you know, you have to really listen hard, get it broken down. Maybe have an interpreter. Lammy, oh God help us. He said in 2018, all the evidence shows both EU and non-EU immigrants are hugely beneficial to the UK. Actually, all the evidence doesn't show that. In fact, very little evidence, if any, shows that. But of course, they always tell the lies. It's the only way they can get their point across. He said almost every politician knows this. No, they don't, because it doesn't happen. He said, but many are afraid to tell the truth. No, I'll tell you what's afraid to tell the truth. What Lammy's afraid to tell the truth is the crime rates amongst immigrants, which is why the Labour Party was so resistant to publishing those figures and more or less had to at the threat of a court case. And lo, and what happened when those figures were released for crimes, it was rather embarrassing, an inconvenient truth, one might say. Bridget Phillipson, she attacked Tory plans to lower student migration numbers. Liz Kendall in 2020 slammed proposals for a point-based immigration system and salary thresholds, which is what they're doing now, saying that they had terrible implications for social care that is already stretched to breaking point, and these proposals will only increase pressure. Well, if you were having to employ people from abroad on very low wages rather than paying the proper wages to unemployed people in this country, that's weird, isn't it? If they were paid the proper wage and were paying then taxes, they wouldn't be sitting on their asses getting money out of the system, and people would earn sufficient money that the economy would boom. But hey, don't let facts get in the way of a narrative. Shabana Mahmood, in 2015, slammed the Tories' immigration bill over the impact as asylum seekers at risk of destitution. They were not asylum seekers when they're coming from a safe country like France, you know. Anyway, she was pictured with a sign saying, refugees welcome here outside Parliament. Well, let's put all the... There you go then. Let's put all the refugees into Parliament. Keeps them nice and warm. It's great. Let's give Shabana Mahmood. She's probably got spare rooms, a couple of spare bedrooms. Let's give her some. Keep them in there. Go on, Shabana. I'm sure you'll welcome them. All these people, incidentally, all these people who say, oh no, we shouldn't have borders, open up. I bet they've all got front doors on their houses. Jonathan Reynolds, the liar. 2017, he spoke of his fear that large numbers want immigration reduced without any link to economic context or labour market needs. But again, while we've got unemployed in this country, we don't need to bring people in. If we had 100% employment and then a need, maybe. But while you've got lazy ass wankers sitting on the dole going, yeah, I don't really want a job. Don't need to bring people in. Just get the lazy wankers into work. Lisa Nandy, another one, pretty dumb. I mean, when it comes to dumb, she's up there with the Growler, isn't she? Her and Rayner, a bit dim. Anyway, she said, we can't play dog whistle politics. They shouldn't use that term. We know what that means to them, don't they? You know, thousands upon thousands of young girls raped. That's dog whistle. And remind me who was raping them? Anyway, Labour, they said, should never have committed to ending free movement alongside the Tories. We have to listen and make the case for our values, but we must understand why the anti-immigration narratives take hold and how we can respond. So all these people wanting the borders dissolved, millions of people coming in, uncontrolled, welcome. Don't bother contributing to the NHS, come and take it. The British people will work hard, pay their taxes to make sure you can get everything. That's Labour policy until about a week ago when they suddenly went, oh, fuck, look at reform. And suddenly, all of a sudden, woof, it's gone, isn't it? Oh no, immigrants bad again, say the Labour Party. Honestly, it's a joke. These are their words, not mine. Their words. If anyone's got a problem with racism on all of this, speak to them. Speak to the Labour Party. They're the ones that are whirling this around, not me. Anyway, Starmer now, he's gearing up to about on the Volta and all these things. He wants to allow tens of thousands of uncontrolled immigrants to come through, but because they're under 30 and from the EU, oh, it's fine, in you come. Salami sliced, and it'll be 40, 50, 60, all of them. Boom, the whole of Europe can come in. Meanwhile, in Europe, all go, no, come in. So you can all go, don't worry, come in you come. You can go, you're in Europe now. You can go across to Britain. Get everything. It's great. They've got a brilliant NHS. Hey, and they give you lots of money and give you a nice little flat near a school. You'd be happy. Yeah, that's Labour for you. Is it any wonder Reform are doing well? Thanks a lot. Bye.